There it is, 39, Kevin Swindell, the blue 39 down below. Brady Bacon, the 99 with the Mopar sponsorship on the outside. And the 20 of Levi Jones was just behind him. The caution flag will come out.
Man, they're running all over the racetrack. You can see, though, when some of those guys moved to the top, it was very rough up there. That's Cole Witt, who's pulled into the infield.
And Cole Witt had such a great story for us. There's a look, unfortunately, Brad Kuhn with a JEG-sponsored onboard shot there. A tough night for him, and he's not going to get a win here tonight.
Going up the ramp back to the pit area. Where was the problem was that he couldn't get back out with another yellow.
Yeah. Let's go down to Rob.
Well, guys, back in the pit area, Casey Kane climbing out of the race car, a little debriefing rather with the crew. Casey, what happened out there?
I don't know, it started smoking, and then it just lost power. So, disappointed. It's actually a really fun race, and I would have liked to stay out there a lot longer.
Well, Casey Kane will have to come back next year trying to win the Chili Bowl. Guys, a lot of oil underneath the hood. Looks like an oil filter possibly coming off the motor.
Larry, you had talked about they were struggling with some engine issues earlier in the week.
Yeah, they had struggled with them all weekend long, but they thought they had them solved. It was mostly injection, but obviously that wasn't an injection problem.
Go back on board with Dave Darling in a split box for you.
Here comes Jane Cottle to the inside and the 1ST brother. They have done that a whole bunch of times at the old Kokomo Raceway back in Indiana. Both of them with that little familiar bull ring, and here they are at the Chili Bowl trading fly jobs again.
And John Stanbro right behind him. It's like the midsummer weekly racing in Indiana for those three.
You can see Damian Gardner actually pulling away from most of this field at this point in the racetrack. So we'll see if he can hang on to that kind of a lead. But right now, Shane Cottle seems to be the guy on the move.
What a spectacular shot there for Dave Darlin, that onboard camera. Dave Darlin trying to hang in there with that Steve Lewis fame, number 9. Wow. Oh, and a wheel stand coming out.
Caution.
Oh, man, a big old pile of cars here, and it looks like it's going to involve the number 12 car.
I think that may be Billy Weiss. Bobby Mishnowitz, too. You can see him.
Nathan High also.
Nathan High, who started on the tail, right?
A couple of 12s, actually, and McCarl.
Yeah, Terry McCarl is the other guy. So four of the guys, they were all running near the back of the field when they got together. But
we're going to push it off. You know, we saw Cole Witt in the last time, and we'll go back and take a look at this. We'll talk about Cole Witt in just a moment. See if we can find out what happened here just behind Tony Stewart.
Oh, looked like Tracy Hines actually got a little bit sideways, and everybody kind of piled up behind him. So
yeah, maybe McCarl was trying to avoid Tracy Hines, and of course that stacked everybody up.
Yep. Tracy Hines got bumped around straight, kept on going, and everybody else got stopped on the racetrack.
You know, Ken, one thing I'm surprised to see tonight is Jerry Coons Jr. going backwards. He started 8th. He's back to 12th now. I'm very surprised because he was one of the pre-race favorites. He's obviously a great midget racer. I don't know if maybe he's not got the car he needs, or maybe he's set up for the later stages of this race. He may be one of the guys we're talking about in 20 laps moving forward as we see him taking the cars off on the hook.
Yeah, Billy Weiss there. Unfortunately, it looks like his night will end early.
Billy won indoors just recently in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but it's in a very different environment. Pavement, essentially a very small oval, but he's won some big races, including the Turkey Night Grand Prix in his career.
Well, they're almost halfway through this race. The groove has moved up some, but it appears like this racetrack is not going to slick off as much as most people had anticipated. But that's good news for Damian Gardner, because that's the kind of racetrack he likes.
And not only that, but it makes it a little more difficult to get a good run on him.
You know, I mentioned Cole Witt a little bit earlier. He did such a great job in his qualifier earlier this week. He had a moment to tell me, he says, you realize, he said, it was just 2 weeks ago that 6 of these cars were not completed. Let's go down to Rob.
Well, guys, we're with JEG's Director of Motorsports, Scott Woodruff. And Scott, we had an in-car camera there on Casey Kane. Looks like his night's done a little early.
Hey, you know what? You never really, you know, it's a gamble. You throw the dice. This is a great event. Everybody should come here. It's awesome. This is a great time. And, hey, you see a lot of future stars here.
And Casey Kane was a future star, now a NASCAR star. It's good to see JEG's involved here at the Chili Bowl.
Casey's a current star. He'll always be a star, and we are so happy to be involved with him and a lot of other drivers like Gary Selzy and Danny Lasowski.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, guys. Woody, a great individual as well there with Jegs. Always find him at a racetrack somewhere. Whoa, man, what a nice save. Are we building a little hole there?
The racetrack is running up on the top down in 3 and 4. We've seen 2 or 3 guys hit that. Looks like Shane Cottle has one up there, though, and he's not having near the trouble with those ruts as everybody else, for whatever reason.
Man, Shane Cottle shoots across the track.
That hole's the same place that upset Brian Clausen and Jerry Coons Jr. earlier in the week, so that may really develop.
Josh Ford, who was running second.
Gosh.
You can see the frustration side of the cockpit there.
Wow. That's what happens at the Chili Bowl. You know, we said you got to be lucky as well as good, and sometimes, you know, things go wrong.
Now that's 2 of the top 3 that have had trouble. Brad Kuhn first, and now Josh Ford.
And as you mentioned, Dave, you talked about Jerry Coons Jr. You blinked your eyes, and all of a sudden, he's back in it.
See, that's what is so unbelievable about this place. You can go backwards. You can, he almost bicycled her. That's that hole we were talking about down there between 3 and 4. He bicycled it, and when he did, the only thing you can do is turn it to the left, keep it from getting upside down, and when you do that, you get so far sideways, you're toast. You're done. You're going to stop.
And once again, we'll get them lined back up. Let's go back down to Rob.
Guys, Terry McCall coming in here, and T-Mac, as we get ready to go green again, what happened out there, bud?
Oh, man, we had a great car. Just started coming to the front. I think we had a good shot of getting up there, and just got in that tangle back there. Wasn't our fault. The Wilkie Pack team was great, but it's unfortunate. I was having a blast.
Having a blast. Terry McCall, we're going to see you in some midgets here in 08?
Well, you never know. I'd like to do something more with these guys so more comfortable next year. I got to thank all of our sponsors for being with us. So, great team, Mopar, all the guys.
Guys, teammate came out of the sea. His alphabet soup ends right now.
And once again, getting them lined up. We mentioned it earlier in the show. If you're just joining us for whatever reason, there is an orange cone here that these guys have to steer clear of, or they can be disqualified.
Yes, if you go under the orange cone on the restart, you will be sent to the back of the field.
A good shot of that orange cone as we get it started one more time.
We touched on it earlier. It's important to know right now.
Oh! Damian Gardner with a spectacular save, and it didn't even cost him a position.
That's about as far up as you can get it without going over right there. Wow.
And he kept it running and kept the lead. How can you do that?
It's like John Tyler Swayze took a licking and kept on ticking.
And you know, 3 weeks ago, he wasn't even coming here. It was Jason Leffler called him up and said, come on, man, let's go racing. Jumping on board with Tony Stewart right there, courtesy of Lucas Oil.
He's back in 9th position. That's Brady Bacon right behind him. And you can see he's having some problems trying to move forward. He's running up on that cook, but it's a little bit rough.
Boy, he's working hard.
Looks like Jerry Coons Jr. also working up in there, just behind Brady Bacon. Oh, and another wreck right here. It's going to be number 33.
Davey Ray.
And he was running in 8th position when that happened, so he's another one of the guys who have been running in the top 10 that's had a problem and spun out.
And it looks like Brian Clausen has made his way to 4th past John Stanbro. I started to note a moment ago that at that moment, the top 4 were great sprint car racers in this race here. There's
just side by side
right
there. And it looks like Davey Ray got a little bit closer than he wanted to be. Had to check up the throttle just a little bit to keep from getting into the side of the 71.
Yep, and Levi Jones bumped him. Here comes Stewart right behind him. Everybody's scattering.
One more time. Is that Leffler?
Yeah. Levi Jones does a great job missing him right there. He did. He could have very easily got caught up in that thing and been stopped.
As did Brady Bacon. And we'll go back. Take a look at this. Up on 2 wheels with your leader. Here we go, man. Let's go for a ride. Wow. Hey, I know you guys remember the Joey Chitwood show. I mean, that's it right there, baby.
Next year, Gardner's coming back to the Chili Bowl with his sponsor painted on the bottom of the car. I guarantee you.
Mutual of Omaha Insurance.
Joey Chitwood used to go all the way around the racetrack.
Yeah, right.
But let me tell you, Ken, the difference was he didn't mean to do that right there.
And he wasn't running 70 or 80 miles an
he
hour.
was not either. He didn't have the help of a ramp to get up there either. He did that one all by himself. So, all right, here we go. Back around one more time. Dave Darland in second. He takes the bottom line as he tries to get up and around. Damian Gardner right behind him. The throttle. Shane Cottle.
Guy to watch here might be Brian Clausen in that black 67 who's running 4th. He's been really, really good, and he's going to give Shane Cottle a good run, it looks like, here in just a minute.